Greetings and good day, YouTube. How are you doing today? I myself am excited to start ourselves a new adventure in Elden Ring. To show what it's talking about when it says continue or load game, it's talking about my previous playthrough, which was 139 hours, level 150 with Venom Snake. Today, I already have a pre-established character, and we're going to do new game, because as much as I could go through and do New Game Plus, I don't really like New Game Plus a lot of the time with games like this for some odd reason. Right, we're being Wretch, and we're actually doing Type B today. Also, let me get to choose base template. No, that's not right. Is it detailed appearance? Yeah, it's detailed appearance. Load to favorite. So, this is Dory. As in Finding Nemo's Dory. I looked at the character to try, like, I don't know if I could do anything with the yellow highlights or anything like that, so I just did the best that I could do. Why did I pick Dory? I don't know. Felt like it. In all honesty. Because I'm like, we're gonna play just a strength-based character, and when I think of Dory, for as smart as that character is supposed to be, I think of someone that is pretty direct with the way that they deal with their problems. Just keep swimming, right? So we're going to do that. Oh, wait, make sure I get the keepsake. I want to make sure I get the right keepsake, so we can get our asses handed to us by a thing earlier. The wrench with the club, that's fine. Everything else is good. We're going to get right into it today. Because like I said, I didn't spend a lot of time actually making this character off stream early this morning. But I still wanted to have this established in case it would take me a while to get that character set up.
The fallen leaves tell a story.
These are so good.
The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fog, the lands between.
I'm curious to see about speed runs of this game, how much they've advanced since last time I saw one.
Is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering.
Rykard.
A war from which no lord arose.
God, I'm not looking forward to that fight.
A war
That fight I'm looking forward to.
leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion. a loathsome dung-eater. And Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing.
There are so many people that they don't bring up.
And one other, whom grace would again bless.
Oh, Lord.
A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between.
This is probably one of the first times I've ever made a character like this in one of these games.
Before the Elden Ring.
I'm so excited. So, there's a lot of stuff that I actually
And
missed
become the Elden Lord.
on my my first playthrough of this game. Real talk. Like, Fia the Deathbed Companion, that whole quest line I completely missed out on. I was like this close to actually getting to it, and I ended up not. Okay, time to try and remember what the controls are here. Already coming back to me, the wizened finger. So this build is going to be unlike other builds that I've done. Normally the first time that I play through a game like this, I do a dexterity type build. So this is going to be like my first strength build. Alright. Still so good. Oh, I don't think I actually have turned on the online of this, because the game previously, when I last played this when it first came out, the game ran really poorly with online active. So I'll probably, maybe later I'll turn the online on, but it's circle the sprint, right? Yeah, okay. Trying to remember if there's any collectibles we could hit or anything like that. I honestly think it's only the one fight we have. My question is, do you think we're going to be able to do this fight without dying? I'm curious. Ow. Alright. I don't think so. We'll try our damnedest. But no. The answer was no. The tutorial boss absolutely demolished us. Or not even the tutorial boss, the opening boss. The first boss. And then they toss us over the cliff. How rude. We probably could have just jumped off the edge there in that situation, but I'm not 100% sure. How long has it been since this game came out? It's been a long time. So I'll rewatch these cutscenes again, of course.
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side. found her here after all. One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
Cool.
Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
So a tarnish seeking the Elden Ring, even though it violates the Golden Order. I'm gonna have to look at a bunch of lore videos on this, in all honesty. Alright, so we're probably gonna be not doing a lot of magic. This, if I'm not mistaken, actually can only be gotten to at a cave on the outside of this location. Like, this is actually disconnected from everything else. This is the take the plunge for the tutorial. Might as well go through it just to get a couple of things here. Some runes, as well as, you know, an ability to come back here with the grace in case we ever need to search for certain things. Hello. Goodbye. Man, I wonder... how quickly it's gonna be before, you know, the rust is knocked off here. I do feel like I'm doing a ridiculous amount of damage with this club. Okay, I need you to not do that. That was a weird little, like, thing with the control there. It's X to jump. Or I should say A, technically. Why are you shooting that high up? I am down here. You gonna try and hit me? When I go to swing, that's when you try and hit me, you asshole. I'm really curious about how a strength build is going to be here. Again, I'm not used to that. I'm always used to doing dex builds. Damn. Might have to lock on more than I have been. At least early on, because of the way this attack is. It's not a very sweeping attack. It's more of a, Did he die? No. Dumbass. A jumping R1's actually got a sweep to it. Not really lucky, not getting any of the goods there. This is where they talk to you about the long grass and how it hides you. Oh, I actually have the tutorials turned off, so maybe it doesn't tell you about that. Barbaric Roar. How do we do Barbaric Roar again? There we go. So we will actually be using some magic stuff. It'll be like Barbaric Roar and whatnot. Hey, let me top myself off here. Hello, soldier of Godric. Oh, that was a delayed attack. I gotta get used to the delayed attacks again. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about the rust, right? The delayed attacks causing me issue. Mind you, this game has kind of helped me with delayed attacks. Because each one of the enemies here would delay until the heat death of the universe. As I said a long while back. Strength. So with that key we just got, we could actually go into an area we are not quite ready for, I would say. I know we could go through there and try and do it, but I'll be honest, I don't think it'll be worth it to go that far. This will also, yeah, the finger sever, the furled finger. The finger sever is to leave the multiplayer thing, I think. For some odd reason, I remember there being a key in this room. Whatever, let's rest up the thing. If we haven't already, I'm pretty sure we have, but... We don't have a golden seed? Yeah, if we had one, we could have done it now. We don't have a tier, allocate. That's actually perfectly fine for now. Because we are going to use a little bit of our spirit, mana, magic, whatever the heck it's called. Oh. So we're going to probably spend today and possibly tomorrow playing this. That's so good. It's so good. Just opening it up and seeing all this. Getting a bow so we could get more things from the creatures, like the eagle and stuff like that. This is gonna take a while. My last playthrough was over 130 something hours, right? So this one's going to be relatively of a similar length. Right? Especially considering I kind of want to go through and do all the things that I didn't do last time, so we're probably gonna look stuff up later on.
The lands between for the Elden Ring? Of course you have. No shame in it. Unfortunately for you, however, you are maidenless. Without guidance,
we need to get
the strength of runes,
the 5 bloody fingers from you.
Invitation,
do the invasions.
Table hold,
Talk to him.
Fated, it seems, to die in obscurity. Luckily for you, however, there is one shining ray of hope for even the maidenless. Me, Vare. Take care to listen. Are you familiar with grace? The golden light that gives life to you tarnished. You may also behold its golden rays, pointing in a particular direction at times. That is the guidance of grace, a path that a tarnished must travel. Indeed. Grace's guidance holds the answers. It will lead you, tarnished, to the path you are meant to follow, even if it leads you to your grave. Grace's guidance will reveal the path forward, most certainly, to Castle Stormvale, over on the cliff, the home of the decrepit demigod, Godric the Grafted. It's time you set off, I should think, to Castle Storm if you seek the Elden Ring, maidenless as you are. It's time to Castle if
All right.
you seek...
Just making sure all the dialogue gets exhausted. Again, a lot of this is going to be me roaming around, chilling for the first couple of days. Off stream, I'll probably look some stuff off, look some stuff up, and write down a little bit of a guided path type thing, like a bullet point. Okay, do this, then do this, then do this. But that'll be something that I'll worry about later down the line. For now, we're just gonna roam around, collect some things, you know, do all that. Ooh. Dragon head. Dragon head? Dragon head. Thin beast bones to make bone arrows or whatever it was, if I'm not mistaken. I think we can kill the, I don't know. Probably. I would like to get some levels. Mind you, I know we could do a soul level or a rune level 1, right? That is not me. I don't do that kind of stuff. As aggravating as a game like this will make me, I do enjoy actually getting through the game. At some time this year. Rolling, rolling, rolling. I'm trying to remember what everything's associated with. Rune fragments I think we could use to make those different types of oil pots and stuff like that. One of my favorite parts about this game is the day-night cycle actually having not only existence, but also a reason as to why you would want to utilize the day-night cycle. Also, I'm trying to remember where to go to get certain things. Because I know I went through a good portion of the game without the Flask of Wondrous Physic. And I don't want to do that again. Ow, ow. Did the first one not do damage? The second one surprised me a bit as well. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna chase animals down here as we head this way to see what this has to offer us. If I'm not mistaken, I know where this... Oh, wait, we can't go there yet? Because there's a large gap. The only way to get there is underground. If I'm remembering correctly. So, in other news, apparently it was confirmed that they were gonna... Ah, shit, we missed it. They were gonna have Death Claws in Season 2 of Fallout. The live-action show. That's pretty cool. One of the reasons why I brought that up is because the blue is reminding me of the Vault suit. Trying to remember what the roa fruit was used for. Mushroom, mushroom. Shit. Ah. A little bit too delayed there. It is funny that this has a lot of just do whatever, you know? I love that I immediately went the exact wrong way. Well, in quotation marks, wrong way. Well, we're going to need to get Torrent before we can progress any further. Also, if this is your first time seeing anything revolving around Elden Ring, there will be spoilers galore when it comes to bosses and stuff like that. This is a little bit of disclaimer for you, YouTube. Because, come on. Okay, we got to lock on apparently. Because I've already done a clean playthrough. My first playthrough was a blind one. This one's going to have me talking about things that are coming up, things that I'm not really looking forward to or am looking forward to, and things that I missed out on. That I only know that I missed out on because of watching other people play this game and go through those things. Like, there were quite a few little dungeons that I missed out on. There was a couple of different storylines that I potentially missed out on doing. Now, mind you, the first playthrough, I sided with Ronnie. We can break those for stuff sometimes, can't we? If I'm not mistaken. I call it a dragon head. I don't know why. It's probably a large goat head more than anything else. Oh, these are the ones. Hello? Hello? Also, that big guy back there I don't want to be tussling with yet. Well, I guess that skull is useless to me. But no, these. What do these give us? Okay. Ah, runes. Okay. That's actually pretty good for as early as we are right now. I don't remember what exactly it is that I need for certain weapons. I know that we could go get a scythe pretty early. Actually, is it a scythe or a twin blade? It might be a twin blade. In the ruins... Wait, let me open up the map. Oh, that's right. That's right. We don't see the map until we go over here. So let's head there after we, you know, talk to the shopkeep and stuff like that, because we can look at the map afterwards and I can show the ruins of that little swamp area. And I probably am going to go there. This is a smithing stone right off the rip. Let's go. Oh, wow. I didn't realize we could use that. It makes sense that we're able to. Hello, Santa Claus.
You're tarnished. I can see it. And I can also see that you're not after my throat. Then why not purchase a little something? I am Kale, purveyor of fine goods.
What's up?
I am of a nomadic people, selling wares as I travel. The land has been tainted by madness since the shattering of the Elden Ring. It's only tarnished like yourself, who keep things from drying up entirely. Let's say you're a very welcome customer. You know, if you can spare the runes, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. A crafting kit allows you to make basic items on your own. Essential, really, if you intend to survive out here for any duration. The kit costs a bundle, and I admit I do take my cut. But the important...
So who's the person that these guys answer to then?
Every customer counts, after all.
Right? Because...
You know, you should buy yourself a crafting kit. Essential. The kit costs a
right here.
And I admit I do take my
I do take my cut.
The impulse.
I do take my cut. What exactly is your cut? Also, we've got, I feel like these are new. Honestly. Well, give me the crafting kit, because that's kind of an essential item. Right? Available only to paying customers. Okay, I love that. Like, they're not going to let you cheat and look at it. We're going to buy all these, even if they're not as useful as they could be to us.
I'm glad you took my word. You've made an excellent choice.
Right? We already kind of aware of that. If I were to item crafting, we could make... we make raisins to feed Torrent to heal Torrent. We use bone darts to make throwing knives. These are to keep track of like hidden paths or something like that. And this is something we really don't need. Let's actually make a bunch of these. Right? We're actually going to utilize stuff like this. I didn't do that last time I played through this game. Yeah, we ain't got no armor, nothing. Oh, we do have 2 stone sword keys, so we could have used those early. Again, it's probably not worth doing it right now. Also, nope. Breaks the seal on imp statues, but remains embedded in the statue after use, meaning it can only be used once as an item. Think well before using one. We should get more than enough stone sword keys, in all honesty, to open every single imp statue. Leather bag containing a pestle and mortar, small blade, and various other tools. Enables item crafting from the main menu, provides both means to fight and means to survive. A thick, solid lump of wood. Wielding this striking weapon requires no skill. A simple primitive weapon that requires only brute strength and persistence to hammer your foe into the ground. It gives us barbaric roar, which let loose a bestial roar to rally the spirit and increase attack power. While active, strong attacks change to savage combo attacks. Alright. I'm glad I read that. You. Cross the highway bridge and follow the animal trail north. And these are the tutorial things that I have turned off. Bridge north, animal trail. Let's go get that Flask of Wanderer's physic. We need to, set up a couple of things first. Do I need to wait, or... We don't have any spells. We don't really have anything in our chest to really utilize. If I press down... Okay, there we go. If I press up... Okay, that's how we get all that stuff going. Come back here in a moment. And we'll trail north. I find the map, I'll probably be able to pinpoint it immediately. Hurt us. And now you're dead. Got some bolts and a smithing stone from him. Nice. We could upgrade our club if we wanted to. I kind of don't want to upgrade the club. I want a better strength weapon here before we do anything else. Oh, shit. Ooh, kukris. We should, again, I'm gonna start using stuff like that more often than I did my first playthrough. More often than I did my first playthrough. So we have a 5 combo. We literally just hit him 5 times. And we're good to go. Root resin. Ooh. Should have moved a little bit quicker than that, fella. But yeah, a lot of this is going to just be me going around, having some fun, not really doing anything with any focus in mind at all. It's one of the reasons why I was kind of wanting to start this earlier. That, and in the future, we're probably going to, we're probably going to have things set up to where I'll do this for a couple of hours, then switch to Fallout Tactics, right? Today and tomorrow, we're more than likely going to be playing this the entire time. I don't think I want to actually go through this cave yet. No, I can go through this cave if I wanted to. I still want to get the map first before anything else, really. But yeah, I've been looking into mods for when we eventually do get into Fallout 4. I need to look into mods for Fallout 3 and New Vegas and stuff like that. But I remember root resin being really important later on. Our character's very big. Oh no, not these fucking bats. Oh, is that really where the map is at? Well, this is a bit of an annoying pickle to be in. We can get our first weapon from, like, our first decent weapon from there, I think. Mind you, the club's doing decently enough, but we should probably also, after we get the map, head back, if I'm being honest, to see if we can talk to who we need to talk to. I'm gonna be honest, the face is a bit jarring when you see it, right? That dude that's walking down the middle of the road, that is an individual who we need to be wary of. Not the back here, right? Yeah, this is actually the front. This is the back. The fact that I missed, and was I locked on when I missed? That's a bit annoying. Yeah, Lorden's great sword, or Lord Sworn's great sword. We can't use it because we don't have the strength requirement, and the strength requirement is 16. So 6 levels for it. We could hold with both hands, though. Wait. How do we use with both hands? Is there really not a way to hold both hands? I thought there was. Plus left and right bumpers. Wield with both hands. Y plus left and right bumpers. So... there we go. Gatefront Ruins. Herb. I like me some herb. That's kind of annoying that there's a dude right there, but not that big of a deal. Because you turn around the other way, don't you? Wow, they actually do have like a caution phase that leads into an alert phase. Mind you, it's invisible, of course, but it is still nice and interesting to see. You gonna see me when I do this? No? Oh, that's not good. Haha, I have iframes, dumbass. I pressed circle, but it didn't want me to do that for some reason. And... ooh, okay. So we gotta wait until after you... okay, that was rude. Come on. Please. Oh, we're dead. First death and it goes to that dude. That's a shame. We're dead because we ran out of stamina and I was not paying attention to our stamina. So first death was on a fuck up on my end. Well, let's go get our shit. Run back. We did it, yeah, we did hit it. Okay, good. We gotta try and get the map. That's the main reason we even came over here. Get a couple of levels of our strength so we could actually wield this weapon properly. There's also something down here we can collect, but I think I can do it stealthily. Dude was like, what the hell is that? Whatever. Must have been the wind. kind of want to wait until that person turns around again, so I'm not trying to fight two of them at the same time. You turn around right in front of him, right? Not past him. Oh no. One down. I hate how that missed. One more. There we go. There we are. That's what I wanted to see. Alright, that could have gone way worse. A flail. We can't use the flail, can we? No, we need more dexterity in this case. So that's kind of funny how early on you could get yourself a dex weapon and a strength weapon. Turn around. Oh boy. Ooh. $691 runes. Let's go. But yeah, there's like 2 or 3 people that have horns that we gotta be worried about. Also wolves, or dogs I should say, not wolves. Alright. A map of the West Limgrave area has been found. So we need to be heading... trying to remember where it is. This is a jail over here. The runes over here are where we could find the Twin Blade, I think it is. There's a cave right there. It's a church or something over the bridge. Trail to the north. That's what it said for the thing, right? Map of western region of Limgrave. The Dements of Limgrave, far south of the Erd Tree, is bordered to the northwest by the cliffs of Stormvale, and under its ever-clouded skies roll the great steppes of the Pale Lands. I didn't really read any of the lore on my first playthrough. Highway Bridge and follow the animal trail north. Highway Bridge. Now, where's the Highway Bridge? Right? The only highway bridge I could think of is this, and the animal trail to the north would be somewhere over here. Right? That's like the only thing that's really coming to mind for me. I love how they do this too. I love how they do this map, because when it first opens up, it looks like this is like it. Right? This is the area. Obviously, it's not. But they do a great job of like continuously expanding the map. And this is where we need to go to get to the dragon stuff. And over here is where we started the game at. thinking it's something like that. I could be wrong, because there is no other bridge, right? The only other bridge that I know of is over in this area, and I don't think that's where we gotta go. Actually, we're gonna head back. We're gonna head back. We're gonna head back. I love how you can fast travel at any point in time. That makes things a lot easier to work with. I think this is what we were waiting for. Yep, this is what we were waiting for. I'm gonna let this play out and get myself my pair of gloves.
Greetings, traveler from beyond the fog.
Traveler from beyond the fog.
I am Melina.
Hello, Millennia. Or Melina. I should have listened. Millennia is the one I'm worried about. Melina is your name.
I offer you an accord.
Do you now? What kind of accord do you offer me?
Have
So-
you heard of the Finger Maidens?
I mean, I've heard of maidens.
They serve the Two Fingers,
I'm
offering
teasing.
guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless.
I wonder why that
You
is.
can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you.
So
in your
Ofnir's
search for the
a
Elden
Tarnished.
Ring.
The Dung Eater's a Tarnished.
You need only take me with you.
So do these people have
To the
maidens
foot
as
of
well,
the
or
oak tree.
is everybody maidenless? What if we
Then
refuse?
it's settled. Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this
Yep, that's
rune.
what I wanted. Spectral Steed Whistle.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect. Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest upon you. For but a moment, share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
Can I not use runes now? How many? It gives. It's a small number of runes. Wait, I sorted chest, so if I'm right, switch to chest. Okay. That's not how you do that. I'm trying to remember how to... If I say use, it's just gonna use it. Yeah, it's just gonna use it. Equipment. So, 800. That gives us 2 levels in total. Not really a lot to work with here. Boy, we might as well get started. Now, alright, now we can use this with both hands. Hey! Maybe another level? No. Well, that's creepy. Anyway. Let us head to where we need to go. Oh, beautiful. We can use our weapons freely here, so that's awesome. Nice. Nice. Oh, that gives us a flask. If I'm not mistaken. Didn't get any from the other one, unfortunately. Is this where we need? No, this is the area that we just recently passed by. So yeah, we're just gonna have a nice chill time playing this game. Probably won't really get to too many bosses today. Okay. That was just rude. War determination. Action of war determination. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not ready to face you yet. Hey, we've actually got our first piece of armor we could utilize. Yeah, no. Later. Later, Knights Cavalry. I'm not ready for you yet. Are you gonna just keep chasing me? This is the animal trail to the north. So where... I hope this is anyways. Nice. Nice. Foot soldier gauntlets and some more chain draped. Ooh, ow, rude. Wow, okay, that hurt. Ah, you fucking... I tried to heal, but it got me, action cued. I'm trying to remember that name, that term, action cued. I got fucking action cued. Ah. That's annoying.
This way, tarnished.
Oh, hello there.
May I have a word?
Probably not going to do the same exact thing we did last time, so... While we may unlock the ability to get the end with Ronnie, we're more than likely not going to.
A pleasure to meet thee, Tarnished. I am the witch Renna. I'd heard tell
Renna,
of the Tarnished
she
hurting
calls
about
herself.
atop a spectral steed, and upon looking into the matter, the talk I surmise is of thee.
So,
Thou art possessed of the power, no? To call forth a spectral steed named Torrent.
I can call the spectral steed.
Ah, as I had hoped, I was entrusted this for thee by Torrent's former master.
Spirit calling bell, which allows us to call in assistance.
'Tis a bell for calling forth spirits.
We're probably not going to use
Summon
that
them with it.
for
From ash and return
things
to the
outside of
entry. The spirits will obey thine command, but
basic
briefly,
fights.
as they
Like,
recall
I think I'll
what
try
was
and fight
past.
all bosses without
Now
that
it
this
is
time.
thine, to do with as thou wishest. Forgive mine intrusion, Tarnished. I doubt we shall again meet. But all the same,
I doubt we shall meet again. You don't know how stubborn I am and how I want to try and get everything done.
before the Tarnished tire of
Now, mind
obeisance
you-
to the two fingers.
Mind you, she's already told us about what, like, she even talks about the two fingers and stuff like that, which she is wholeheartedly against because of what the fingers represent. But there are different...
Wait, weren't you... Well, you're back. Care to buy something?
Wait, did he think we were dead?
There are others of my people who yet survive in these lands.
That I am aware of.
If the mood takes you and you meet one, then offer them some trade, won't you? My people, wanderers all have long been spurned by the grace of gold, which is why we cannot settle, but instead are forced into this pitiful, unceasing journey. But thanks to that, things are not so different for us now, though the Elden Ring is shattered. I think this makes us kindred spirits of sorts. Your people, the Tarnished, and mine. Perhaps you don't need to hear this, but see that no harm comes to my kin. We have a saying, we wanderers. Lament not your solitude. Expect no sympathy, no regard, nothing. But if anyone dares harm us, show them no mercy.
I might have to go around and fight all these dudes at some
Just
point.
the way we are, deeply unforgiving. Goodbye for now.
I gotta go get my shit back. It's a bit annoying because of how far away we actually are now that I'm realizing that we didn't get another Grace of Gold. I should just constantly be pressing Y while I'm doing this. Probably should not. Probably should not be doing this. That was good tracking. I would have gotten you eventually. I knew I would have. Not a lot of runes from these cats. Actually, let's also activate this one. I need to remember that they have these really close to each other. Right? trying to deal with these before they're something that I'm more worried about than him, even though he can get me really easily with the death. They can cause me to get stunned. Oh, fuck off, man. I'll get you in a minute, dude. I need to fight this fucker. This is hilarious to me. Nope. Oh, we have double jump. I forgot about that. Come on. Yeah, now what? I'm on horseback now. You're not, bitch.
You there? Could you help us out, Cully? You? Yeah, you there? Stop! What'd you go and do that for? Oh, yes. I remember. Some clod turned me into a tree. You were just breaking the spell, weren't you? Thank you. The name's Bok.
Hi,
I
Bok.
was pushed out of the cave. Told not to come back. Not ever. Then I ended up as a tree. Lucky you came along, really. Oh, what a shame. When they threw me out of the cave, they took everything I owned. And so this is all I have to express my thanks. I hope you can forgive me.
10 mushrooms. Nice.
If you can afford to wait for a while, I could sneak back into the cave and bring back something of actual value. Then I'd be of some real use to you, I reckon. Right, but I'll need a moment. I'm frightened of them. So I have to gather myself.
The blood flakes on us.
My knees start knocking, just thinking about that god-awful cave on the shore.
Yep, that's the cave I was thinking about. We need to go through, if I'm not mistaken, to get to the other side of the dragon thing. Alright. Alright. Let's go get our stuff back. Why am I running there? You fool. It is funny to think about what my health is from my other character and stuff like that. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting fight. I'll deal with that a little bit later. Like I said, I want to get my souls first, which are all the way over there. Bunch of wolves. I don't think I want to deal with that yet. Fun fact. It is better to just allow yourself to fall than it is to try and use a double jump. Right? Because the way that it works in this game is you actually technically fall for longer. If you do a double jump, right? And because you're technically falling for longer, they consider you to fall for farther, right? Ooh, hello. Boss wolf. Okay, we need to move. All right. Now, what do you got over here? Lumps of flesh. I'm trying to remember what the lumps of flesh were useful for. The bones I kind of already have their usefulness, right? You can make throwing darts out of them, utilize them for making arrows, stuff like that. Could drop down there, but I want to go get my runes. Which... gotta go all the way back over here to do that. Because I'm like, I know I'm not in the right area. Interesting that the darts, you can't really, like, aim behind you. I get why. So is it 2 for 5? I don't think I can... oh, I can craft here. So it is 2 for 5. So basically we're making a profit of 1 bone dart per... at the least. A profit of 1 bone dart. Is that right? Because it takes 2 to kill them. Mind you, as we level up our character, we'll do more damage, so eventually those bone darts won't be one-shotting something like that. At least the low-level ones. That is the second time that fire has hit me. I'm debating whether or not I want to grab this ass hat. Would you believe it or not tell you I'm panicking right now? I could be doing a little bit better if I was on foot, but I don't yet have the, fuck. Fuck you! God, can it be fucking daytime already so I don't have to fucking deal with this idiot? Please? At least I can go to the Shrine of Mariko or whatever. I just want to go get the Flask of Wondrous Physique, and I can't really do that with that asshole chasing me. There we go, it's been replaced finally. Yeah, you ain't much of a threat to me. Ugh, I probably should have tried to fight that thing on foot, in all honesty. I found that it's easier for me to just be able to dodge and stuff like that. This, we can fight on horseback. And this, I think, is where we go to get the run flask. Oh, lovely. I love that. I love how I'm trying to dodge, man. Yeah, just take your time. Don't panic. I'm relying too much on Tort. That was my biggest mistake there. I gotta be careful with these guys, because if I'm not mistaken, one of these is disguised and is really a rune bear. Well, he let out the alarm. There we go, that's much better. Getting the range of this weapon is pretty fun. Again, I gotta be careful with these guys, because I'm pretty sure one of them is a bear. And I really don't feel like dealing with one right now. This is another situation where I could just call Torrid again. Getting rower fruit from him, so that's decent, I guess. We're doing more damage this way, if I'm not mistaken as well. These guys are really easy to deal with, and I think they're worth 1,000 piece. Nope. Nope. I've tried to... Okay. Oh, nice. And now we can just wail on this dude for free. Oh shit. The gate's been... the thing's been broken. Kind of disagree a little bit. Yeah, whatever. I killed you, so shut up and sit down. I think we have enough to actually be able to one-hand this weapon now. Runes, that is. Enough runes. A great axe. Ooh. Uh, 30 strength. Okay. We're a bit away from that. I love how that went right over their heads. Animal trail to the north. Thank you for the heal. Again, I'm not 100% sure what it means when it says to the... Oh, shit. Ooh. Forgot that there was some that blew up like that. Oh, this house is actually somewhere we can go to get some goodies, too. The Flask of Wondrous Physic. Oh, the painting. That's right. I remember there's something special about the location of this painting. So we need to look for a grave that's looking an arch at a tree, which... not sure where that would be. And I'm pretty sure this house will spawn somebody at night, too, that we could fight. Or, not fight, but we could get resources from. And possibly fight if we wanted to. There's a bear down there. I was gonna leave you be, but you decided to run up to me. Your damn fault. That might be what we're looking for, in all honesty. The little church down there. We might be looking for that for the Flask of Wondrous Physic. But I'll tab really fast. I love how I did that to pause. And... nope. yeah, we're good. Alright. Was just double checking to make sure. But yeah, I am pretty tired because today well, not today, but yesterday I did yard work stuff, basically mowed the lawn, used the weed eater. And I'm not feeling like I'm exhausted from that. So more than likely we're just going to be chilling here for part 1 and 2, right? Collect all these, get some more levels potentially because of this. Really? Dever's Cookbook. I remember getting that on my first playthrough, like way, way, way later than I should have. Mind you, this could have been during the 24-hour, or was it? It was a bit longer than 24. It was 26 and a half hours. And that was the longest stream up till I did my 30-hour when Armored Core 6 came out. Is there a cave around here? For some reason I remember there being a cave around here. I really should get to a place where I could level up.
Is anybody there? Someone who might be interested in rescuing the great Kenneth Height, servant to the True Order and celebrated repudiator of the false.
I really do like how the blood just stays on your person until you rest.
Me succor.
He wants some suck.
You've come to lend me your aid, have you? Well, that's very kind, but no, the help is very much appreciated, even from a tarnished. Despite appearances, nobility is no prerequisite to serving the True Order. You might have heard of me.
I love how it disappeared when the waiting started. That's kind of funny.
Rightful ruler of Limgrave, the Untarnished. I would have a boon of you.
So this is funny.
I want you to take back my fort. It lies to the south, beyond the Mistwood. A knight commander from Stormvale took it. A fool, and plumb mad to boot. Simply obsessed with blood.
You know what's hilarious? The first time I did this,
What are you waiting for? A kiss goodbye. My fort lies to the south.
I talked to this individual after
Back for me.
going to the castle.
Oh, I see. You wish to know the reward. Fret not. The great Kenneth Height is known for his considerable largesse. The celebrations will be
Did you just say
lavish
large ass?
on the dawn of my fort's retrieval. Yes. Now, allow me to furnish you with a little advice. I would take great care to avoid Godric's tarnished hunts were I in your shoes. That depraved lot are obsessed with sacrificing tarnished like you for the sake of grafting. Honestly, Godric's nothing more than a jumped-up country bumpkin. Lord? Oh, don't make me laugh. First, he hid himself amongst the womenfolk to flee the capital, then hid from Radahn in that castle. Then he insulted Melania, lost to her in battle, only to lick her boots rather than die like a man. Has he no shame, the big girl's blouse? And to think, he's the blood of Godfrey, last of the golden lineage. You almost wouldn't know it to look at him.
I'm so glad I'm doing this, because this is the first time I've heard this.
The more I think of it.
That's
What are you
crazy.
waiting for? My fort lies to the...
That's crazy. Because this dude was somebody that I kind of like didn't really pay much mind to. Like a showboat type person. Yes, they are. They're very like self-assured, overconfident when they themselves couldn't really, you know, do any of what. Oh, that's right. Hold up. I probably shouldn't be doing this. Probably shouldn't be doing this. Okay. I was gonna say, he's like, oh, the rightful ruler of Limgrave, but to be the rightful ruler, you technically have to fight everybody in order to unite the shards, right? Because all of America's children have taken the shards of the ring. So if you wanted to bring the ring back together, you know, go back to the status quo of how things used to be, there's actually a process to do that, and it involves the dude they showed in the beginning tutorial with the, like, the sunflower mask, that dude. Magic grease, nice. I always do like when we clear out an area, we get a flask back. Feels pretty good. Oh, it's nice to be back into this game. It really is. I've actually been itching to play a Souls-like for a while, and the DLC coming out late next month for this game is something that I'm hyped for. I always loved... Oh, shit, we're dead. Good dodge. Okay. Things are coming back to me. Did I collect something from you? No, can't collect anything from you. I kind of want their sword. Third Church of America is actually where we get the wondrous flask. Crimson Tier Wondrous Flask. Also, we get this to be able to improve our flasks, if I'm not mistaken, as well. Oh no, this is... Yeah, well, it improves our flasks. Doesn't increase the amount we could have. At least not yet. We should rest there, level up, and then explore this little area. I want to get my my strength needed in order to be able to wield this with one hand. They added, this is new. Them showing you that they have new shit. I like it.
Spoken echoes linger here. Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If
So,
you wish,
this is technically...
I will share them with you.
I'm interested.
Very well. In Marika's own words, my lord, and thy warriors, I divest each of thee of thy grace. With thine eyes dimmed, ye will be driven from the lands between. Ye will wage war in a land afar, where ye will live and die. Well, Perhaps that might serve you in lieu of a maiden's guidance.
So she took the guidance away from them. And then half of total HP in a mixed physic. Half of total. Well, we'll hold that then for now. But that's kind of crazy.
Shall I turn your runes to strength? Let my hand rest.
So she took the grace away from people and banished them to a faraway land so they could fight.
Share them with me. Your thoughts, your ambitions, the principles you would follow.
I also just realized that we could probably get another level here if we spend all this. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. All right. Now, actually, now that I think about it, aristocrat hat. Kind of like the look so far. We need a pair of pants. Wait, what's our load right now? Medium load. Light. I want to keep light, actually. Ooh, hello there. Crab battle. Delayed. Don't do the jump. That was... okay. So, I said okay like I did because I felt like I had dodged quick enough, but I guess I hadn't. I wonder what crab eggs are useful for. I wonder how crab eggs from those crabs would taste. I pressed circle way too late. It's funny, I just realized something. Yep. Oh, you little bastard. How rude. So, I'm noticing when the enemies do a delayed attack, they have a split second where they, like, do, like, a flinch thing, right? So, like, they're putting their arm back like this, and then they go to do this, and they, like, move it to hit, and that's when you want to try and be ready to be dodging. When they start to do that, that's your window. So while the attacks might be delayed, they have a tell, it looks like. Nice. Strip of white flesh. You know what's hilarious? I had it up. That's why I keep doing that. I keep wanting to instinctively press up, and for whatever reason, down, like, just down is not wanting to jive with me, so let's switch it up, yeah? What do you got for me? Some more bones or flesh? Both! Nice. I think at this point we can start hitting some of the minor bosses. This is to get rid of Torrent. Ah, okay. I remembered. I remembered this place. So we'll at least get to the grace that we need in order to fast travel to this point without having to go down this elevator again. But this is one of the cooler elevator traversal things. Now, last time I played, we actually didn't do the system that I have now, the part system I'm doing. Right? Where it's like, I go for about 3 hours, and then we split the part, and then go from there. This place is a bit of a level spike. From what I remember from last time. I was a little bit concerned we were going to die there. I could be able to do that, right? Like, roll into him that way. Hold on, let's test that right here. Oh, it's a mushroom, never mind. Melted mushroom. Yeah, might as well collect what we can when we're down here. Next time we come down here, we can get ourselves some more of these goodies. Again, not 100% sure what they're useful for, if anything. It is eerie how open this area seems to be. This is useful as hell. Alright, that glow skull wart is definitely useful. I wonder what kind of mods exist for this game. If any. Outside of, like, randomizers and stuff like that. Because you look at what they're doing with Fallout 4 and Skyrim, and how they're remaking like Morrowind with Skyrim's engine, or they're remaking Fallout 1 and 2 with Fallout 4's engine. I saw something recently that was like, I will definitely play that when it's released. And what it was a Fallout 1 using the Fallout 4 engine and all that. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to check that out. Because I know they have a remake thing. An official one, at least, for when it comes to Twitch, is a category. Like, where is the... okay, there they are. Can I deal with these asshats yet? Yes! That's gonna hurt. Okay, good. Haha, I have iframes, dumbass. Ooh, okay, so you pull back when you do that one. This is risky because I don't know how much damage they're gonna do. Oh, bullshit! That's ridiculous. That aggravates me. I tried to dodge. Okay, that does a lot of damage. Alright, so not nearly as bad as I thought. You want to know what the problem was when I came down here and I was really over-leveled or whatever it was? It was the fact that the system that I had set up wouldn't allow me to actually... like, it would clank on them because these guys are made out of stone. That takes care of that. Nice. I'm trying to remember why else we would come down here. Like, what? I know there's a merchant down here. There's a couple of places we can go to collect a few things. I know from one end to the other, it actually ends up leading to a couple of different areas with a couple of different boss fights that we are not... well, I'm not ready to do yet, I should say. I was being very risky there, and it worked out for us. Okay, so he got everybody aggroed. I know what to do. I want to try to get them in a large group so I can do as much damage as possible. Might die if we get hit. Okay, we died. I was about to say, we might die if we get hit like that. And we proceeded to get hit like that. So we'll collect our stuff and then we'll just bounce because those guys are going to respawn. And I want to not lose our shit. Just in case I have to go back up this way, I'm going to do this. We can't call torrent here, can we? Oh! Huh. Alright. Never mind. Well, I know a good Dukist Herba grind if we ever need a lot of this. Can't remember exactly what the fireflies were used for. This elevator just takes us up a little bit. It doesn't, at least I think it does. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it takes us up a lot farther than I remembered it did. Preserving blouses. Well, that's actually quite useful. Beast liver. Crap. Shit. I knew there was gonna be a large one, but I forgot. Let me fucking heal you, bitch. That felt pretty good. That felt pretty good, not gonna lie. Bunch of crab eggs. That has an insinuation that I don't like to think about. That the crabs are being born from the bodies of cadavers at times. Unless he was collecting crab eggs. And then they just got smashed by the big crab. That would make more sense now that I think about it that way. More glowwort, or glovewort, and I'm all for that. It is funny how certain things have been engraved in my mind on how to do them, like that. That was just me letting instinct flow through. man. This place looks awesome. This, I believe, is where we're going to end up taking a pause from this area because... Wait. This isn't... Hold up. We can't fight this yet because we haven't activated the things. We activate the things to fight this. Alright. That's not going to be one of the first bosses we do. Don't even know if I want to do the rest of this area yet, if I'm being honest. Alright, we lost half of our health from one attack from those guys. And yes, while I do remember ignoring them for the most part, I kind of don't want to deal with this right now. I'm gonna go to the Third Church of America, and then we're gonna go down and expand more of the map. A lot of today is just getting back into the swing of things for Elden Ring. Taking a relaxing time, you know? I had the face cam for Elden Ring. I know that much. I'm trying to think of when I got the face cam. Like, what was the first game that I played with the face cam? Oh, wait a minute. Also, I'm realizing, I think the way that it works is it's still technically glitched out, because if you do wheel, like if you're holding with both hands, it does more damage while you're on horseback than it normally would. But you have to be, like, holding before you get on horseback, I believe. Could be wrong. Don't really think I am. Oh, no. These damn bears. Minor Erd Tree. There we go. I was like, these Erd trees, these minor Erd trees are always what you want to try to go for in order to get yourself more abilities for the Flask of Wondrous Physique. Also making sure that they're all red instead of one that will give us an ability. Honestly, we might do a short one today. I'm being real, because I'm just that tired from yesterday. We'll see, though. I doubt it. I say that now. Okay, so this is literally where we just... That's funny. So that's literally where we just came in at. We've got the map now. Oh, God. Stay away from this place. For now. I really like how they did this just about when I was getting done with the game the first time. They added the ability to see where people were on the map, which, I'll be honest, this being the way that it is, I really hope that they keep those same mechanics in future installments of Souls-likes. Like, I like how forgiving this game is. Right? This is what I was looking for. I thought there was one around here. The ground slam, which is literally the ass smash. Alright, well, here in a wolf. So, now, in order to talk to him, we need to go back to... Well, let's see if we can get, a thing. There might be a... There is. I remembered. I remembered. I also want to see if there's a grace nearby. Really don't want to fight that bear right now. The bears are fucking annoying. Not 100% exactly what I was looking for, but that's fine. It's closer than other stuff was. But yeah, we're probably going to, like I said, do 2 parts for today and tomorrow, and then, depending on how I feel, in like a half hour from now. And then we'll switch between playing this to start with, I think, and then checking out Fallout Tactics a little bit. Or we'll take a break from this, play a little bit of Fallout Tactics, play this again. I haven't quite decided what I want to do. Since we have that, we can honestly go all the way back over here to talk to Dude in order to get access to Blythe. Or Blythe. I probably should get something to eat in a minute. Probably what I should do.
Wait. Weren't you're
Howling in Mistwood.
in the Mistwood? I suppose he must still be skulking about. I know. Why not meet him for yourself? Next time you hear the wolves howl, make this signal right under the source. Oh, don't fret. There is nothing to fear. I just have an inkling the 2 of you might hit it off. Goodbye.
Let's mix our flask, because I just realized we never did that. Enhanced charge attacks and a heal. We don't have any spells. We'll probably start the next part with a boss fight. What if I... That'll be better for us in the long run because we got more covered. And now we can go back over here. I'm trying to think about how exactly it works because he's going to want us to... Like, I know there's a way to, like, what the way is to fix the issue if we do screw up, in quotation marks. Alright, we can just go to the jail, and if he's nowhere else, he'll be at the jail. But this is later, way later. What's really funny is I need to have, like, I'm saying I'm not ready for shit. I'm as ready as I'll ever be for everything. Right? Really all it is I like doing more damage, and I like having more health. Alright, because like I said, I could do a SL1 or RL1, Rune Level 1 type thing. I just don't feel the need to. Open for business. I fucking... Open for business. If I'm not mistaken, we just follow this little path. Yep, right here.
Welcome, dear customer. Yes, right this way. Right this way. Welcome, valued customer. Come, trade in our wandering emporium. Please, buy something. I'm hungry. I've been hungry so long. Please?
But you have a means with which to eat. Can I buy all these? I'll buy all those. We need a bow. I haven't seen the bow yet. We need to get these bloody fingers.
How nice of you, Lise.
Damn bears. Rune bears. I could, yeah, like I said, you could fight anything at any point in time. It just takes a ridiculous amount of time to kill certain things when you only have level 1 to work with. Where are we right now? I see some wolves in the distance. We're over here. We could go there to the castle. Oh, let's go to activate thing. Because basically, the way that this game works is everything's, like, progression is technically locked behind, well, certain progression is locked behind certain interactions or boss fights. Okay, so we can just destroy that by rolling. I was testing that out. I wonder if we can get a bear to kill one of those guys and be alright with it. I also love that now that we've talked to Dude and we know that it's showing us the picture of a person. Like, that's kind of funny. Like, that's funny. Oh.
Who goes there? Carly sent you, did he? Ever the bloody busybody. Maybe to him you don't seem so strange. The name's Blythe. I'm looking for a man who goes by Darrowell. He fled somewhere nearby. Or so I've heard. Come tell me if you find him before I do. I can offer you ample reward. Darrowell is nothing but a traitor, and in need of a fitting end to his tale. Darrowell is nothing.
Darrowell. So, fun fact, I know where he's at. I know where he's at because I remember going through and doing things in like opposite order. Like I fought the jail first, and then I talked to Dude. So I'm kind of doing it in order now. And again, there's a lot of stuff that happens once you get done with certain fights. And like, I know the Godwin the Grafted is a progression point, basically. You also have why is the name not coming to me? Radan. I do not know why that was like, the name was like, okay. I was like, Radon, but it was, I wanted to call him Ragnar the Red from like the Skyrim thing. And I was like, that is not the name, what the hell? I've been looking up mods for Skyrim too, because I do plan on playing that game in the future, but after Fallout for sure. And probably after I take a break from playing games like it, in all honesty. So these are only worth like 100 runes or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. And I want to make sure I get near this thing. Rune fragments, that's how we grind them. So that's why you would want to fight these guys. We have to go examine it first, and then we're good to go. Enter the jail, and then we should be able to summon fourth dude. Yeah, right here. Hell yeah. We'll do this once or twice, because I'm curious to see if there's any, like, lore reasons. Like,
Rotting in a cell is no true justice. No. This is where it ends for you.
that, okay. Oh, we are bullying the fuck out of him. I just need to stay alive. Good dodge. Oh, we fucked him up. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that made it trivially easy, but I think I probably would have done it without dying anyways. Also, we got the Bloodhound's Fang, which I hope I can wield. Oh, it takes us out immediately. Okay, good. Good to know. So first boss, we fucking demolished. He should be here as well. Yep, right there. So we need more dexterity for that too. 1817. I probably will get. I probably will do something like use a weapon like that.
Right. There you are. I'll have to work for it, but it's done. Don't say I'm not a man of my word.
All right. Cool. 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 Cool.
Oh yes. I should say, if you venture north to Raya Lucaria and come across a venerable blacksmith who's a little on the large side, tell him I sent you, and he'll be sure to treat you right. I owe you one, I reckon. That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways. That's enough chit-chat for now. It's time we parted ways.
All right. Lovely. Yeah, that was pretty cool. It's a shame that there wasn't more to it. Also, based off of what we already know, well, what I already know from my previous playthrough here, him calling Daryl a traitor is very interesting. I am really looking forward to looking at a couple of lore videos in the future. Yeah, I think this one's gonna be a short one today. And in the future, well, this probably isn't going to end up on YouTube in the future. Not this. This video's ended up on YouTube. But what I'm about to talk about is not going to end up on YouTube. I think in the future, on my days off, I might do a thing where I go live. And do, like, artwork or editing. Okay. Damn. Absolutely demolished them all. Feels good. But yeah, I was thinking about it, and if I ever do something like that, it'll be like no webcam, no mic, or maybe it will be a mic thing, but I'll use my little icon as a PNG tuber type thing. Hello, boys. Hey, there you go. I was looking for you, too. I love how smoldering butterflies, like, some of the how do I word this? So, us being a undead basically makes me think that there's a lot of undeath in this place, because the smoldering butterflies, they should be dead, I would imagine, right? So if we were to go to find those things, right here, an eternally burning butterfly found near wildfires and elsewhere. Serves as the kindling for a number of items. Look at this. That's crazy. That doesn't... Oh, so these guys. Bodies of cold water untouched by sunlight. The light of fireflies believed to have an alluring magic. Silver light is considered to invite riches.
Ah. You must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a Gill Lake, fledgling. The dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad, or wish to be burned alive,
might have a couple attempts at that dragon.
Don't be a fool. Turn back before it's too late.
Don't be a fool. Yeah. We will do the dragon fight, but again, not right now. The dragon, I don't think it spawns in if we go over here. If it does, I suppose we'll make an attempt at it. Oh, hello there. Actually, item crafting. What can we make? This is something that I never took advantage of, in all honesty. We could make holy water, sleep, roped fireball pot, glowstones, bunch of bone arrows. Still don't have a bow. We should be getting one of those sooner or later. Come on. Okay, I pressed the dodge button. All you need to do is get one thing. Okay. Bitch. The dragon comes down. Oh, I don't want to fight it right yet. I'm still debating. We'll see. Maybe this will go a little bit longer. But if it does go a little bit longer, it will be because the stream itself is going to be shorter. Because like I said, I'm just like kind of out of it today. My arms all day have basically felt like sore. They have had that soreness. From using a weed eater. I remember that there was something around the corner. I didn't remember if it was a dog or not. Crab eggs. Fucking dogs. Like, these are individuals that have gone insane in their death. I absolutely love how we have poise. I mean, maybe I do a twin blade? I'd be okay with doing a twin blade build. Okay. Ran out of stamina. Lovely. Lovely. Rats always suck in these games. They really do. This, if I'm not mistaken, is actually going to warp us somewhere else. Yeah. Ensnared in a transporter trap. Where did that take us? Because basically we get stuck, I think, wherever this takes us. Oh, God. Should not have done this. I really don't want to die. So we're gonna hit this grace, which is probably the dumbest thing we can do. Unless that allows us to travel. It does allow us to travel now. Okay, good. Where the hell did that put us? Oh no, it doesn't. Shit. This is Caled. I kindly don't want to be here. We can't fast through. We can't open the map because we're in aggro right now. I absolutely love how there's a little sandbar. We can mark that. That's great. Alright, let's get the hell out of... Well, let's see about activating the map for this area and then get the hell out of this place. Also, I wonder what turret is exactly. Like, what exactly is a spectral entity that allows it to be able to go through the rot like this? The Scarlet Rot. You know what? I cannot get over the fact that this occurred the way that it has, primarily or only really because of Millennia and Radon fighting each other. Oh, there's another thing down here. I gotta remember where all these are at. Oh god. Look at that. Oh, fuck off. Really? I just want to go. Oh, no. What the fuck is that? That's one of those lines, isn't it? Yeah, okay. This is... I hate everything. We got Tyrannosaurus dogs running around with these fucking massive-ass birds. Caled sucks. Caled sucks. Caled sucks. Caled sucks. There's one thing down here that I want to try and get before we end up departing. What? I don't know if I ever fought whatever that is, if I'm being honest. I can't look at the map right now. Get the hell away from these asshats. Man, they are really not going to let us be, are they? There we go. I guess we could go to you. Since you're an NPC on the map, we might as well go to you and talk to you. Because if I'm not mistaken, if we don't talk to you now, we won't get a chance to talk to you later. But I could be wrong. Street of Sages Ruins. Yeah. Again, yeah, I don't want to be dealing with Caelid right now. Problem is I can't... I should have used the map and teleported out of Caelid and made my way back into Caelid. I'll take this. Hey, greetings, a good day, Relatives. How are you doing today?
Forgive me.
Ah, gotcha.
I've been testing.
Sorry, I was a little bit focused mode because Caelid, I hate Caelid.
If the Elden
I'll check that out in a little bit here, Rhett.
if you
It's probably going to be a short one today
to endure
because I'm
this
just like
long
exhausted
and
from
arduous path.
the yard work and shit that I did yesterday.
Torrent,
Yeah.
your measure from the very start.
Honestly, today was meant to just get me back into the swing of things for Elden Ring.
There is but one other thing I can do to offer you guidance. I can take you to the Round Table Hole.
Yes, please.
Gathering place of tarnished champions, guided by grace.
Yeah, I noticed that too. It's funny. It's funny. You actually helped inspired me to want to start to message more on Twitter and stuff like that. Also, I have to say it's hilarious to me. I saw that video of that that person had to have been high as fuck, in all honesty. Because I'm like, you literally, all you did was do this. And they missed every shot after that. I was like, man, I feel, if that was me, if I was the person that did that, I would feel bad for them. I'd be laughing at them, like I did when I saw that video, but damn.
For but a moment.
Yeah, and people get bored when they know they're not getting under your skin. They kind of just move on to easier individuals to bully and make fun of and torment and harass. Right? Welcome to the Round Table Hold.
Oh, I see you've just arrived.
This person's
Welcome to the Round
very
Table
important to get the
I'm Corin,
to get one of the
Lord of
endings.
Cloth. I teach incantations, the strength granted us by the Two Fingers, and explore the secrets of the Golden Order, so that one day, if a tarnished of the Round Table Hold should become Elden Lord, I might counsel them, ensuring order regains its proper form, righting rule over men. By the way, do you still see it? The guidance of grace.
What's your familiarity with this game, Rhett?
You do? Wonderful news. Most tarnished are blind to it these days. You are something of a rare breed. Well, what do you say? Care to learn an incantation of the Two Fingers?
Co-op. Cool. That might be something we want to try and use. Heal. Magic damage negation, fire damage negation. We're not really, we didn't really use magic last time. Then this is something we want. Alleviate and cure poison. Mind you, there's not really a way to do it, anything against Scarlet Rot outside of the blossoms. Yeah, give me both of these.
May the Golden Order shine through you.
Talk to you one more time.
Further study of incantations, is it?
Just to make sure we've
I can
exhausted
happily
your
spare the
dialogue.
time and applaud your enthusiasm.
Okay.
May the Golden Order
So, over here is, yeah, okay. Over there is that dude. Hello.
I don't believe we've met. I'm known as D.
Those who live in death should be left well alone. All the more should you spy a mariner among their number. Unless you wish to lay down your life
Alright.
in vain.
Yeah, I played this when it came out.
Those who
Did
live
100
in
and
death
something hour
should be
playthrough,
left
130 something
well
hours.
alone. All the more.
If you spy a mariner among their number.
Ah, hello. You must be new here.
Hello.
Well, just call me Dialos.
Dialos.
The
Hello,
honor of
Dialos.
one's house holds little import in these lands. By the way, have you met a young woman named Lanya on your travels?
Not yet.
She's my servant, but fickle as the wind. Take your eyes off her for but a moment and she's good as gone. If you find her, please be sure to tell
I
me.
have no idea where she is. I might actually have to look
Be
that
sure
up.
to tell me if you meet a young woman. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. Honestly, she's such a little tomboy.
More than likely, if she's by herself now, she's probably dead.
Be sure to tell me if you meet. She's a servant to my house. She's been my companion since childhood. I've lost count of the number of times I've had to find her like
Okay.
this. Honestly, she's...
I wanted to hear what he said earlier. Again, I don't know how long the events of what's been going on have been going on, because it's quite apparent that this has been going on for quite some time, at the very least. We need to continue talking to a couple more people. Hello, you edgy motherfucker. Literally, you could miss out on that, at least on the first playthrough, you could miss out on that gesture. There's a way to do gestures without going into that menu, but I don't remember how. Hello. We can't really do much because we don't have the ball bearings or whatever. A battle axe, we need 12 strength for that. We have that. Finger seal. What does this do? Oh, that's for different incantations, sacred incantations. Yeah, we don't need that right yet. Oh, shit. We don't have any ball bearings to offer. Do we have... I want to actually get that. I want to get that ring to allow me to possibly get called for help. Awesome. Oh, also I noticed the bow last minute there. Should have bought that, honestly. We'll get a chance in the future to buy a bow, though. Your door's not open yet, and we can't open the door ourselves. We gotta wait until certain things have happened. I think if we leave and come back, it will make some progress, but I'm not 100% sure here. Nobody to talk to in these locations. Alright. I hope you're as excited as I am to get my ass handed to me. Nope. Those hurt. Oh, you whore. Yeah. Alright. We need to be a bit more aggressive. This area is fully connected. There is no caves that I know of connected to this. Why in the goddamn am I here? What? But no, there shouldn't be any caves or anything like that. There are connected areas that you can unlock by doing certain things or waiting for certain things to happen, right? Honestly, it is kind of funny that the only reason I messed up there is because I was a bit hesitant to fight, to be aggressive. And I know that's a mistake. I normally am a lot more aggressive. Should not have done that. Should only do one hit there. Oh, bitch. Oh, you did 4? Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. I'm waiting for my frostbite to be done because I think it slowed me down a little bit. I couldn't dodge. Maybe I should single-hand wield that weapon of mine. I do more damage two-handing it, but it's not. I love how I did better on the first run. That always happens. Well, he does it basically the way that it works is it's not that he does only 4, it's that the enemy does as many as they please, I feel. Oh, I thought I took damage there for a second. I was going to be very upset. Give me my shit back. Oh, whoa! Okay, that was not what I expected. Ow. That was not what I expected there. Oh, yeah. It's one of those unfortunate things about NPCs in the Souls games, right? Where they have this bad habit of, like, unless you do something to interrupt the attack cycle, they'll continue to do the same exact attack over and over again. Nope. That was a mistake. Lost some damage there. Also, locking on in these games is actually more detrimental than positive, because a lot of the time, if you're locked on, the AI will input read you a little bit more. Oh, we dodged one. We dodged one at least. I need to heal, bitch. Thank you. Oh, he healed. I gotta be focus mode a minute, so I can't look at your chat. Ah, should have challenged, should have challenged. I knew better than that. That first attack is way faster than I can pull off. Don't know how I dodged that when I was going through it, honestly. Dumbass. No! No, 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 no! Don't. There we go. I almost got greedy. Almost got greedy. Mad Tongue Albert defeated. Yeah. First try. Let's go. That will allow us to teleport back up there, right? But over here, there's actually stuff we can get through, if I'm not mistaken. It's a, I think you might be talking about an imp statue or something like that over here. Or something like this. Cypher Pata. Or Pata. Not 100% sure exactly how you would say that. Maybe I was mistaken. Actually, how many attempts did it take? 3? I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to come back down here later. Let me make sure there's no other areas to, like, open up. Yeah, I think if we come here later, there's more stuff for us, but I'm not 100% sure. One of the weapons originated from the two fingers. A formless sequence of ciphers comprises its blade, and as such, no shield can repel it. Deals holy damage. The furtive inscription appears to hang in the air, the language of light spoken by the two fingers. Huh. What do we need to be able to wield this? Ah, it's a 30 faith. We're not doing a faith build, we're doing a strength build. Or at least that's what the plan is. More focused on strength than other stuff. What can we do when I get back? There's a cave we can explore. There's a lot of stuff we can do when I get back, because this is a very big game. This is one of those games where it's going to take me a while to get through because of both the way that I'm going to stream it, as well as just how big it is, right? Some people can beat this game really, like, without speedrunning it. They could just focus on the main battles and be done with this game in probably less than 30 hours, in all honesty. I'm the type of person that wants to do everything, even though I've already done everything. It's been like 2 years or so since I last played it, and the DLC's coming out in almost 2 months. I know everyone's like, oh, next month the DLC's coming out, but it's late next month, so it's one of those things where taking my time to go through it is gonna be what I do. I will check that out in a moment. Be right back. But yeah, the mowing isn't what took it out of me. It's the weed eating. That shit is rough, man. So we can travel back there at any time and just get sent right back up here. Yeah. Oh, hey. Look who it is.
Oh, this is a rare occasion. I can't remember the last time a new Tarnished made their way to the Round Table. Very well. As your senior, I bid you welcome. It is safe here. You may let down your guard. Allow me a word of advice. As your senior, you are a mere visitor to the Round Table.
Listen to this cocksucker.
A house guest.
Yet to earn their keep.
Earn their keep. Remember your place, newcomer. There's nothing left to say. Be at your leisure. There's nothing left to...
Dickhead. I might have missed him the first time.
Ah, you appear to be doing well. Very good. Well then, would you like to learn an incantation?
Yeah, I think that... Oh, wait. There's one more person
May the golden order shine through you.
we can talk to. Or two more. Or maybe more. Hello, favorite character.
Face. No matter. It's all the same. Lay out your arms. Let's get smithing. I see you've noticed the chains. Nothing special. I'm a prisoner and these are my chains. I'm trapped by the hold. I'm dying, smithing for you fools. That's all there is to it. No, don't read too much into it. I've no grudge against you. My being a prisoner is no fault of yours. Besides, I don't mind smithing. Despite my differences, the weapons get stronger all the same. Given time, technique never fails. Besides, it helps me forget the sheer terror of her.
Ashes of War. And we could put an Ash of War onto our weapons to also change not only their stats but their special ability. Do we want to strengthen our armament? I don't know if we do. I don't know if we're gonna be sticking with this weapon yet. This is probably what you were thinking about. This area, which we can't get into yet. No, we can get into here. Okay. Now I remembered. I'm glad I saved my stone sword key. I don't think I have enough to get into here. Shite. Is this another smoke? This might be another thing of smoke. I don't want to use that yet. I want to get my Blaviken's Blessing. We do have enough. Never mind. Do we need two? We did need two. That's a bit of a shame. But, if I'm not mistaken... I don't trust these chests anymore. I love that. A prayer book. We can't actually swing our weapon here. We can roll. Alright, good. They weren't what I was worried. Hey, we got a crossbow. Can we wield that bad boy? We need more dexterity. We're going to get our dexterity up because I want 17, 18, or 18 strength and 17 dexterity to wield that one blade. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why I sound as tired as I sound. The other is my back's fucking killing me from weed eating. It feels better than it did, you know, earlier today. Hello.
Greetings, great champion called by grace. I am Fia.
Hello, Fia.
Circumstances have compelled my stay at the Round Table Hold. Great champion, would you allow me to hold you? But briefly, perhaps you might share with me some of your lively vigor and your stout-heartedness. Doing so will grant me the warmth of a champion. And you, I am sure, will bear a Baldakin's blessing. Do you think it vulgar, perhaps? Where I come from, it is a sacred act. Ah, my thanks, great champion.
Fun fact. During the very first playthrough, I and many others made the mistake of not using that.
Up inside you was a Baldakin's blessing, though it is but a fleeting thing, I am afraid.
Right? I thought
Back to me,
that
should you require another.
that right there
I'll take
meant
you
we
in
had
your
the blessing until
as often as
like
you need.
it'll disappear after a certain amount of time, like 5 minutes, I thought, or something like that, right? That's not the case. You have to manually utilize the blessing. Why is that important, you might be wondering? Well, you see that? If you look all the way up there top, that red bar signifies that we have a 5% decrease of our vitality. Or 10% or something like that. I can't remember what exactly it is. But in order to, you know, get rid of that, we actually have to use this. Uses FP to temporarily boost poise. That'll be good for a strength build. Or not good, but decent, I'll say. Lures in invaders. I actually need to wait. Alright, so that should activate the next time I play this, and we'll be playing online so I could get invaded and shit like that. If I talk to you again...
I am pleased to see. Would you like me? The blessing is still aflame.
Yeah.
Would you like to be?
Yeah, sure, hold me regardless. So we need to use that, then get held again, and then... But we'll not use it frivolously. Fun fact. A lot of people,
very warm,
including myself, talk in secret. There we go.
I was known as a deathbed companion.
Used like the camera mode or whatever, the photo mode, to see her panties.
From a number of champions, I lay with the remains of an exalted noble. To grant him another chance at life, to do so is the purpose of my being.
She exists.
Before I could bear the noble into new life, I was awakened by the guidance of grace and chased from my birthplace. Pray, be kind. Despite all that, I still wish to be a deathbed companion.
Her whole role
So please,
is to
let me hold you like
revive
this,
another
as often as it takes. Then good day
with
to you,
her laying with the dead until she dies, giving her life to them, I guess. Not 100% sure, again. That's based off of what I perceive it as, because before she was able to bring a life the dead, she was awakened like we were. Because all these individuals in here are tarnished that were dead. We're all undead, basically. Right? And the way that it works in these games, canonically, for the most part, is... Oh! Oh, this is new. The Coliseum is new. That was part of that free update they did a while back. Anyways, the way that it works is a lot of what we face is actually undead as well. And the more that other people are, like, they die, because death in this game is canonical, right? Like, you're allowed to die. And as a result, you start to lose some of your sanity when you die. Except if you're the player character, right? The more you die, the more insane you're supposed to become. Depending on what game you're playing, depends on what happens, right? In this game, it's madness that affects people. In Dark Souls, it's holification, which is basically just insanity. It's all basically just insanity. No. So, really fast, what I want to do was take care of one more boss, basically. Excuse me. I'm trying to think about how I want to do this. I guess we can go to the swamp, go up to the road, and then go talk to the Finger Maiden. Ugh. I will say it is kind of hilarious how many graces there actually are and how close they are to one another. Lifesteal Fist. I don't know if I ever got that on my first playthrough. We need to avoid those guys. They will kill us so fast. And we'll deal with you later, too. I hate Kaled, I really do. The only reason I'm here is because there's a way to get a fuck ton of souls. We gotta be I think it's around here. We gotta be quite a bit careful, though. Hello, Finger Maiden.
You. Please. I can read them. Your fingers. Please, your fingers. Oh, bless you. Are you one for festivals or flowers?
Festivals.
To the south.
Hell yeah.
A grand festival to make the stars turn. To the east, the heart and bud of a flower to be.
to the east.
Into the heart of the Scarlet Rot. You're Are you to the
It just repeats herself. So east, over here. Huh. Might be talking about that over there. The Erd tree thing I was talking about, by the way. Where the I cannot... Actually, yeah, no, I remember now. I remember where it is now. Alright. Let's go. Let's go get our goodies. After we do this, we'll probably wrap up for the evening. And, at least for YouTube, I'll check out those two things you were talking about, Rhett. The clip and the game. And then we'll go from there. Ugh. Yep. This is where we needed to go. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, there's a couple of ways with which to do this, right? One way is to do that grind. Right? What's that grind? Well, this area has a bunch of Dorgans. And we need to deal with those Dorgans. You can probably hear him right now. Look at them all. Or we can ignore all them and go deal with the boss. I don't remember where it is though, that's the thing. Okay, good. Great. Wonderful. I'm following this wall because the wall leads to... There we are. Look at this bad boy right here. Ain't we got a beauty? Look at this. Look at this big ass dragon. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I really do hope that those individuals aren't going to aggro on me. There we go. Alright, so this is the thing we're going to do before we wrap up stream for today. Do we have bleed? Do we have a bleed thing? Actually, hold up. We're not really using this effectively, but whatever. Hopefully the bleed effect will hit hard. No, we're gonna have to increase our strength or dexterity in order to wield this properly. If we can hold this two-handed and it works. Damn it. One more for dexterity should be enough to allow us to two-hand this and be alright with it. Hopefully. Really? Shit. Well, that's a shame. One more strength, maybe? No, the dexterity, I think, is where what's caught. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna take a minute for us to get to this dead, but it's worth it. I'm trying to keep the health bar in my line of sight because as soon as we get the blood buildup that we need, it's going to take a chunk of health out. Now, mind you, it not being as effective means I don't think the blood buildup is actually giving us exactly what we need here. I'm gonna see how much blood build, like, how long it takes, and if it takes too long, we'll just come back to this later. And again, show me what the blood, come on. They might have made some changes to this thing. It might also be because we're not as effective. I feel like we should have gotten the blood proc. Oh wow, it won't let me go any closer than that, really? Alright. If we don't get this blood proc soon, I am going to do it later because I forgot it took... Again, it might be just because we're not as effective. I mean, yeah, but the lucky part is nothing really does come for you when you're in this location. Two more. I'm gonna do 2 more full health bars. We should have gotten a blood proc by now, I feel. Maybe I'm wrong. Even if the blood proc was only going up by 1, I feel like it would be at 100 by now. Then again, it does go down as you wait. I'm gonna do a couple more hits and I will come back to this later because this is taking too long for me. It's worth it. It really is worth it. But I can't bring myself to suffer through this right now. Also, let me do an experiment really quickly and see if this is even working, because this might not even be working the way that I want it to, in all honesty. Yeah, okay, so I don't think this is working with the blood effect as well as it could be. So we'll come back to this place later, deal with that. For the time being, where the hell do we want to go? We dealt with the jail. Ooh, we could deal with the jail over here. Oh no. Oh no. I just had a flashback of like... So the first time I played this, when I did my 26.5-hour stream, I got stuck on the boss that I'm about to go to for 6 hours. Six hours. Now, mind you, it didn't help that I was tired, and I was kind of feeding into failing by being tired. But, oh boy. This game basically taught me how to deal with the delayed attacks in a much better way than I was used to. We can't look at the map. There they are. Okay, good. We'll do one attempt at this, and then we'll probably wrap up. delayed attack. Okay, we'll do more than one attempt at this. Because I was in the middle of drinking from my flask of physic and I couldn't dodge. I was slamming on circle, but we can't... Oh, no. I know I could beat this. I know I can. It's just annoying that it's going to take forever because of the fact that I'm not doing too much damage, I don't think. Luckily, these jails allow us to collect all of our goodies. We didn't really have a lot of goodies there to begin with, though. Damn it! I wish I had my other weapon. Because the blood effect is so good. We don't have Blavicans anymore, unfortunately. Dead. Oh, he does too. He does too. Dead. Delayed. Dead. Alright, so, we can definitely beat the Crucible Knight. I'm just not used to the attack cycle. We're gonna collect our stuff, and then I'm going to... What am I gonna do after I collect our stuff? Probably wrap up for the evening, yeah. I wanted to just get a feel for things today. I didn't really want to go too far. I will say we'll probably either try to fight this tomorrow, or we'll go and deal with the stuff in this area still, because we need to go south too, right? But we haven't yet dealt with everything that, like, we need to do, the fort here, we need to do, well, the fort's over here. We need to deal with that. We need to deal with the boss over in this area. We need to deal with the stuff down in this river. There's a cave here. There's caves down on this beach thing that we need to deal with. Like, I kind of want to try and deal with the areas how I dealt with them previously, which was, like, clear out this area, maybe go south and clear out that area. Why am I going to the Cave of Knowledge? What is the Cave of Knowledge? I don't think I want to go here. Oh, the Cave of Knowledge is a tutorial cave. Yeah, we'll go back to the first step. But yeah, if something comes up when you're fighting that dragon, if you don't kill it, the big one, it will just regain all of its health back.
Oh, well done. Well
Yeah, we need to fight that fucker.
You made it through that entire mess all the way to Stormvale. And off you trotted to the Round Table Hold. My sincerest congratulations. But how did you find the Round Table? Oh, you don't have to say it. Before, the Round Table was chock full of venerated warriors. But now, it's home to puff chests and has-beens. I fear you've been terribly disappointed. I don't blame you. But still, the Round Table has its perks. Why not earn a seat? Fly straight and true, so to speak.
I don't need a seat.
Yes, I see. Perhaps it's just as well. Besides, you are maidenless. One can only do so much with the materials provided. But then again, if you should realize the error of your ways, I'm always willing to hear you out.
Well, this is interesting considering who this person
Have you decided
is.
to have a go after all? Joining the round table proper?
Right?
Ah, then you're interested. A wise choice indeed.
Because I know who
To
this
join
person
the round
is.
table proper, you must acquire a great room and request audience with the two fingers.
Oh, because he wants us
In
to
the
talk to the
inner
two
chamber.
fingers.
They are the purported masters of the grace that guides your kind, the tarnished. Yes. Pay them a visit.
Now it makes sense. Okay.
You may see for yourself.
So the only way we can do that is by fighting a big boss.
Lord of Stormvale, to acquire a great room. Decrepit he may be, but a demigod he remains. And of course, an inheritor of a great room. Worse yet, I hear old Godric's acquired a ferocious new toy to graft. So, prepare for the worst. What's the matter? Aren't you supposed to be earning your place at the round table hold? Then you must face Godric the Grafted, Lord of Stormvale. For without a great rune, you will not be granted audience. With the two fingers in the inner chamber.
I want to make one attempt at this fucking guy. No, I don't. Because then if I got my runes, I won't have my runes at the start, and whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, like I said, we're gonna fight that sumbitch later. Probably tomorrow. Then we're gonna explore the rest of this area. Get the bosses that we need to get, and before I'm ready to move on and actually fight Godric, I'll probably look up and see if I've missed anything in this small area. But, for the time being, YouTube, that is going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed Dory's adventure so far. I know I've been having a good time doing a different type of build, because last time it was a dex-focused build. This time, I'm excited to see what a more strength-focused build is going to give us. Right? Because there's a lot of weapons that I just didn't use that I wanted to check out. I get it. I understand it. I understand it. I do. Because for me, there's going to come a time, I know there is, where I'm going to be fighting bosses and I'm going to be bitching and cussing and stuff like that. Because I've beaten this game before, I should have an easier time with bosses that, you know, gave me trouble last time. You just don't play it. I mean, again, I get it. Biggest piece of advice I could honestly give is if you do want to get through it at some point, also, if you want to be a dickhead, you could play this game even though you don't like it. Like, look up a build, figure out how to be able to get invasions and stuff like that, and then proceed to just invade me the entire time I'm playing through the game. Mind you, you'd have to, like, kind of keep up with what I'm doing. You wouldn't have to do everything I'm doing, but, I don't know, for some reason, I feel like you invading me to try and fuck me in the ass, metaphorically, would be right up your alley. Because you invade people to kill them, to, like, prevent them from getting to the boss they're trying to get to and shit like that, right? So I'm actually going to play with online so people can invade me. You do not have the patience for that. I get it. I get it. I get it. Because, like, well, that is basically how it would work, is if you had the same exact skill level throughout the entire game, you have no idea what you're doing either. True, true. Well, in the future, you'll see how much I knew when I played this game, because I'm going to go over my first playthrough after we get done with this one. and do like a bit of a react Andy thing. Mind you, it's going to be, let me show you what it's going to be. It's going to be a 139.5 hour reaction type thing, but that's I actually am almost tempted to load this up really quickly just to see where I was at. Oh yeah, I remember my build now. I remember this now. Hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you a little something. Let me show you a little something. Go. No. Give me. I'm gonna try not to expose the entirety of the map because I want to try and like feel it for myself. Let's go. Let's go here. Is this the first steps? No, this is the seaside ruins. First steps are over here. The first steps. Let's go over here to talk to Vare, basically. This is New Game Plus, by the way. And then we're gonna... Is it... this one? Attempt to invade another world. Sure, both near and far. That's new. That's new. We're doing one invasion. Or we're gonna attempt one invasion. It might take a second for invasions to happen. I'm trying to remember where good places were to invade. Oh, we're invading another world. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Now, here's the question. Are we invading a single-player dude? A multiplayer dude? I don't know. Let's find out. We'll do one invasion just to show what that's like. I am possibly... Oh. Son of a bitch. That's annoying. Nearby only. Let's just do nearby only. Oh, is that really? That immediate? Wow. Okay. So the different fingers that you saw on there that I used to invade, I used the bloody one and then I used the curled one. Those actually have you invade in a different way. Well.
Hey!
You're beautiful.
Host vanquished. Wow. They actually fought with respect. Oh wait, no, that was another invader, I think. Maybe. Oh no. Oh no. I think I might do this in the future. I think we might, after we get done with the session, we might, trying to remember how to do this. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, there we go. There we go. trying to remember exactly what my... attack rotation was. Heal, Poison Mist, Golden Lightning Fortification, and Rot Breath. Yep. I'm starting to remember what this build was. Do I have any more of those? Oh shit, just get rid of that. Losing some of my health for that.
Let's get to it.
But yeah, this is what invasions are kind of like. You never know what you're going to get when you get into an invasion. Sometimes you'll get into the same worlds over and over again and invade the same people. Sometimes if you have it set to where people can invade you, it'll be the same people invading you, right? Dobby the Brave.
Let's get to it.
Ooh, I know what weapons you're using. Oh, okay, so that interrupts. Okay. Okay. Those weapons are the first time I think I've actually went up against them, but that's the weapon that we've got when we went down to fight that scythe wielder, right? Did I just lose 120,000? Anyways, so that was the first time I've ever fought against those, realistically. And they're also New Game Plus, of course. So that's why they have 2 of them. Yeah, we did. We did die and lose those, but we can pick them right back up, luckily. Alright, but yeah, that's something I might do in the future. I might play this character to do some invasions in different areas. Maybe some actual arena-type battle shit. Actually, speaking of arena-type battle shit, that would be over... Where the hell would that be? Over here, right? Yeah. I am curious, because there's people playing the game, obviously. This is the one thing that I wasn't able to do on my playthrough because they didn't have this shit till now. Like, till after my playthrough. Limgrave Coliseum. Enter Coliseum combat. That's kind of crazy. I'm curious to see if there are any, combatants, you know? Yeah, there are more. Okay, cool. Did the game crash? Huh. Well, I suppose that's... Yeah. Okay. I mean, I was gonna do that final battle and then call it there, but I guess game said no. Let me look this up real fast to make sure. Is there a way I can fix that? What's the name of the game? Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Coliseum crash. Uh, it could be, it honestly could be because of how old that save file technically is. Right? Also, there could have been a hacker. Trying to do something and the game just crashed. So I have a couple of possible things. Anyways, you too. Do thank you for stopping by, and I do hope you enjoyed your stay here at the Kingdom. A little bit abrupt to the end there, but happens sometimes. If you did enjoy your stay here and haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. The links will be down in the description below through all my links if you're watching on YouTube. Exclamation point links like so. For those that are watching on Twitch, be it live or the VOD while it's still up there. Invite link to the community Discord where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to a stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I'm going to be late, as well as whatever else catches your fancy. With all that said and done, that's going to be it for me. So until next time, take care and have yourselves a good one. Bye-bye.